I didn't think I'd actually get called, so I actually drank more than I should have. I apologize for that in advance. So I myself, I'm younger than I look, I hope, but I'm not a father myself. I never really had a father growing up, which, I don't know, if I think about it, that's a lie. Everybody in the world has a father. I had two. I had a stepfather as well, but the semantic argument is that I never had a dad. And so, not to sit here and complain, but I had a really shitty childhood. And I know you guys are sitting here thinking, oh God, here's this gay guy. He's wearing these shoes and those jeans, and he has daddy issues too. What a shocker. So So as a kid, it was a really junky, crappy childhood. There was so much abuse in my household on my dad's behalf. Again, I'm not looking for sympathy, but it was physical, it was mental, it was sexual, it was alcohol abuse, it was everything you can imagine. And when my mom decided it was a good idea to move the 7 children, the 7 of us, out of the house, she decided it would be the best plan of action to put us in a 2-bedroom apartment with another woman and her children. So there were now like this medium-sized village of children, and we're all living in this, in this shoe with the old woman. And it was around this time that she met the man who eventually became my stepfather, because I never had a dad. So, yeah, she really had a type, because this guy was a total alcoholic, and he was a druggie too, which was so much more fun than the previous thing. But I think in seeing all of the ugliness that I saw as a child, all of the ugly ways in which the adults behaved near and toward children, it was like, I don't know. This isn't a sad story. This isn't a sympathy story. It's a phoenix story that's like peppered with snark. So I rose from the ashes of this, and I decided, I was like, you know what, F everything. I'm going to be a teacher, and I'm going to be great. And so I went to college on my own accord, and I teach first grade now. Thank you. But so I decided, I had this thing in my mind, like I don't know. I decided it was a good idea to come up with like sort of a set of rules in my head of like how to behave around children, because no one taught me how to do it. So I made them up on my own. And I'm now going to very inefficiently outline them for you. The first one is to be calm, because, not to get too serious, but whenever you react to a problem that a child has created or that a child is near, you are going to dictate the way this impressionable little kid is going to react to problems in the rest of their life. So be calm, everybody. The second rule that I have is, and this seems like a no-brainer, but try not to swear too much. It's not easy. I was raised by pirates, and I say, oh gosh darn it, whenever I stub my toe. So it doesn't go without saying. The third rule is owning your problems. The blame game, in my experience, growing up as a kid, it left 7 kids in desperate, dire need of therapy as adults, and they didn't know how to be adults. So it was, we just make it up as we go along, as I'm doing right now. The fourth rule that I had was to smile. You have to make life look like a toothpaste commercial in front of kids, no matter how hard that it is. In all adversity, just be like, hey, everybody, how's it going? And the final one, and this is a really tough one, it is to not show favoritism around kids, which is really particularly tricky because some kids fucking suck. Oh my God, some kids are just the worst. So flash forward, and here I am. I'm working at this very small private school, and it is it's nothing like the school I went to. It's very familial, and the teachers go out and have coffee and drinks and dinner with the parents and the kids, and it's so unique and it's so wonderful and so positive and uplifting. So here I am, because I know that I'm never going to have kids. As a gay man at my age at this point, again, I'm older than I look. I realized, with my income bracket, I make 5 cents a year, and my credit score is higher than my target heart rate at the gym and everything. But I'm not going to have kids, and I'm okay with it because I have this idea in my head of what my perfect child is going to be like what their personality is going to be like. And every now and then at school, a kid comes along with that magic in them, that spark inside of them. And I sort of like socially adopt them as my kid. And I'm just like, that's my baby. I love them. And it's like, it's not as creepy as it sounds, but so I currently have 3 kids. I have a 13-year-old that I've known since he was 4, and he just did his bar mitzvah, God bless him. I have a 2nd grade daughter, and she's awesome. And I have a soon-to-be kindergartner, and he makes his real parents buy him Adidas shoes so he can be like me, which sounds, I know, it's like that sounds weird, but I find it validating. So anyway, so here I am, my 13-year-old, my oldest. I always, every year, it's been this tradition for like 5 years now where I take him out on his birthday. I pull him out of school and we go to lunch, like around the corner from there. And this year on my birthday, a couple weeks ago, he came up and he's like, can I be the first to wish you a happy birthday? And can I take you out for lunch with my bar mitzvah money? And I was like, oh my God, I did such a good job raising you. And so I said, you know what, I'll go, but you're not paying. Don't even think about it. That's not happening. And so Mom agrees. She says, you know what, it's fine. Oh, no, he wanted to pay. I'll pay. It's fine. I'm like, oh, thank you. And she says, but this is not a free lunch. I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, well, first it was like a little bit of curiosity, like, oh, that's okay. And I was like, it's my birthday. I don't want to do this. But she said, no. He said last night, Dave doesn't love me anymore. And I said, honey, what are you talking about? Dave loves you. You're his firstborn. She's in on this too. She said, you're his firstborn. He loves you. And then he said, no. He's dramatic like his father. And he said, no. I've been replaced in his heart. He loves his 2nd grade daughter more than me. And I realized I broke one of my rules. I said, I can't be fake father of the year. I broke one of my rules, but which one? I said, I was calm. I owned my own problems. I smiled, albeit not showing my teeth because I'm British on my dad's side and white trash on my mom, so it's not great. But I realized that I broke the most important and the hardest rule, and it was to not show favoritism. Thank you guys so much.